as they got ready to defend their title.
2012 was without a doubt the year of the Lions of Calabar High. Rabalak, as they are affectionately called, took the boys' championship title in commanding fashion, a fitting present on the school's 100th anniversary. The defending champions are confident despite the obstacles.
Because the team is prepared physically, so it's just to keep them focused, keep them highly motivated again.
Our preparation has been going well. We don't have any serious injuries. The young men are progressing well in all disciplines.
The team received a major blow as their captain Damar Robinson will not be able to defend his Class 1 high jump title.
Points-wise, it would have impacted somewhat. However, we made some adjustments again because we knew of the possibility of him being included or excluded. And as a result of that, we did some homework, got some other persons prepared to fill the slot, and now that we know officially that he's out, his personal motivation would have been impacted, but he's still the captain. He's shown the team a lot of strength, and he comes around to every area just to motivate them generally.
We don't have him to compete at champs, but his presence is still felt. You know, he's a tremendous person, a vibes master really, and he's a confidence booster. He's one of the best captains we've ever had, and we will dedicate this championship to him.
Even with the loss of their captain, the team is still confident.
These guys look tremendous, honestly, you know, including Michael O'Hara, of course, Frederick Bakers. Even though we don't have our captain, Damar Robinson, who is definitely a force to be reckoned with, I think we should be able to win champs, if not by a landslide, by a decent margin.
So hopefully I can retain both my titles, and give my team the points that they need to win.
Despite losing shot put star Ashinya Miller, the team is bolstered in other areas.
Our throws team is weaker than it was last year, but there are still some hard-working young men. Ashinya did well for us. He gave us a good amount of points. It is a significant loss, but I feel that we have had capable replacements this year in Christopher Brown and Basil Bingham. Those guys can give us all the points that Ashinya gave us last year.
After a year at Calabar, only time will tell where the Mortimer Geddes Trophy will reside after the 2013 Boys Championship.
Well, I see that Calabar will be going harder than before to take home the victory.
You like that though? What was that? Hold on, what are you saying? Where you want to become next week? Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I have you.
You'll be staying at Calabar for many years.
Well, see you back after champs.
What? No Kingston College? What was that? No KC? I have it. I got you. I got you. It's all good. Rest.
High School All Access got in the zone this week for a special preview of Jamaica's Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships.
Hello and welcome to the Sports Match Zone. I'm Simon Krosky. With me is Alexis Nunes, and we have a special guest with us as well. We've got Hubert Lawrence, the track and field analyst par excellence. What he doesn't know about track and field has not been written yet. So we're looking ahead to the big event at the National Stadium, Boys and Girls Championships, about the 190th event. I don't know how many is it?
It's 2010 100, so you had 3.
Okay, there you go.
103.
103 years. Incredible event. Who is likely to be in the top 3 of each section, the boys and the girls?
Let's start with the girls. Edwin Allen, defending champions, have a very good team, should win. Homewood, 9-time champs before that, should be second. And a pack of 3 chasing for a third, but St. Jude, I think, just in front of those in the girls' side. On the boys' side, well, JC, third, pretty safe.
That's Simon's alma mater right there.
Yeah.
But first and second quite close with Calabar on my numbers. a smidge ahead of KC.
So you're going to pick Calabar to repeat because, of course, they are the defending champions.
It's not me, it's just what the numbers tell me. Calabar a smidge ahead.
But they're
on the
missing
numbers.
certain people. Well, some of the schools are missing. Calabar is missing one specific special star athlete
That's
in
Demar
particular.
Robinson, their captain, but they're deep enough to still have a chance to win without him there.
But the new rules that ISA has put forward is not going to affect their chances, do you think, of repeating?
No, because they're a deep squad and lots of ammunition all across the classes. Casey, their prime rival, also very strong, very deep sort of hurdles towards field events, but Calabar is a spread across running events, short and long, and the field and the hurdles. So that's what gives Calabar this notional pre-meet edge.
Where's the excitement to come from then? Because if it's, you know, we hear the same schools over and over, the KCs, the Calabar, the JC, occasionally the Wolmers and so on. But where is the surprise likely to come from? If there is a surprise, and I know you don't often get surprises at champs.
The rising power in girls champs is Heidel. Every year they add a junior class.
Really?
Girls are class 1, 2, 3, 4. Every year they add a class 4 while retaining the people they had the year before. And so they are catching up to St. Jago and Vertic on the girls' side. And it's not out of the question that maybe a couple of years from now, if they add personnel in class and out into the field, throwing and so on, that they could be challenging the Homers and the Edwin Islands. And so they're a team you've got to watch every year. On the boys' side, it's a bit more stable, you're right, where Calabar and KC every season crank it up with big teams. And occasionally, Wolmer's comes to the party. Occasionally, St. Jago comes to the party. But that's old firm, that's classic champs, KC versus Calabar. With JC now, sort of a sleeper, won in 2011, well organized, well financed, and I think a time will come when JC again is right there in pole position.
Now, we're talking a lot about top threes, but if you could choose the top 3 athletes, male and female, track and field, to watch for this entire championships, who would they be?
Boys side, world junior champion Frederick Dacus, discus thrower, defense classman, discus and shot put titles. He's
just all-rounder.
He's like Usain Bolt, but in the throwing events. His teammate, Javon Francis, world junior 400 finalist, going, my guess now, 200, 400, 4 hurdles. And his teammate, Michael Howard in class 2. So that's almost all Calabar, so don't shoot me. Right? Omar McLeod, KC, double hurdles, maybe 400 as well, outstanding. That's the boys' side. On the girls' side, Malina Eubanks is the team leader from Edwin Allen, got hit in her head in a practice field accident by a discus.
Whoa.
Went to the doctor Friday, doing okay, got back to jogging during the course of this week. They think she's going to be okay to run. And so she's one of the standouts. Her teammate, Shelly's Clark, class 3, won the 100 class 4 last year, but came out to the Kirkland trials last week under 17 and beat some of the class 2 girls, so class 3 girls. So she's outstanding in class 3, Shelly's Clark. That's a big performance. Her teammate, Tara Subhanak, discus thrower, class 1, one of the best in the region. And those are the 3 you have to look for. Big clash, Sharika Jackson Vertec, Chrisanne Gordon, Homewood, girls class 1 400, big clash.
That's the beauty of champs, isn't it? Is that whilst you do have a fair amount of predictability with the overall points going to KC or Calabar, you have these other schools who have individual athletes who can perform on the day and win on the day and go on to be superstars.
It's fabulous, and that's what makes it interesting. I think on the boys' side, because you're not quite sure, because it's not a 50-point spread between JC, KC, and the defending champions, Calabar, and if something happens, then the tables can turn. On the girls' side this year, after a couple of years where Homewood barely held off Edwin Allen, Edwin now seems to be in a bit more control this season.
All right, now Edwin Allen, of course, on the girls' side, there's a history of when they win one year, they're likely to repeat the next year.
It's interesting. Vertec 15 straight through 1973. 2 wins for Manchester, 94 to 1993. 2 wins for Manchester, 94-95. St. Jago goes 4 straight. Vertec comes back, and then Homewood win 9 straight. And so there is a repeatability factor with girls' champs. The boys seems to go back and forth. Wolmer's win 2010. JC 2011, Calabar 2012, because it really is hammer and tongs there.
All right, Hubert, thanks a lot. It's going to be exciting, whatever happens. And well, you heard it here from Hubert Lawrence.
The track
Calabar, KC, JC, girls, Edwin Allen,
Homewood, St.
Jago.
That's
There you go.
That's the guess.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
High School All Access is brought to you by associate sponsor Buster. Thirsty, get over it.
That's all we have for you this week, but make sure to tune in again next week where it will be all about Jamaica's champs. I'm Alexis Nunes, and since you've stuck with me this far, you can now join me as we gaze off into the horizon.